In the last episode, we learned that Zane had used me as bait.
Before I fell asleep, I overheard him on the phone, asking someone to transfer the agreed upon amount because he was able to take down the Red Room in Turkey.
This would, apparently, allow them to open a new Red Room without any problems. The moment I woke up, I frantically searched for my phone.
When I couldn't find it, I started screaming. A nurse came in and asked me to calm down. I said to her, "Where's my phone?
I need to call the police right now.
Something dangerous is about to happen, and we have to stop it."
The nurse was completely panicked. She said, okay, calm down,"
and then called me on her phone. She told me that the officer in charge had left his number and was on his way to investigate what happened in the Red Room. Less than half an hour later, the officer arrived.
He introduced himself as Majid and said he was the one in charge of my case. I started telling him everything that had happened, explaining that Zane was behind it all, that he had used me as bait, and that he was a bad person. I told him that Zane was the one who came with me to the hospital and was in the room. I even mentioned that he was the one who had reported the Red Room so the police could come and save me.
I asked the officer, "What do you know about Zane?"
I gave him all the information. I had his address and phone number. He said, "All right, we'll conduct our investigation and get back to you." The next day, I was at home having a meal when my phone rang. It was Officer Majid.
He asked, "Hello, how are you?"
I replied, "I'm fine, thank God." He said, "Okay, look, first of all, the person who reported the Red Room was a woman, not a man.
Second, there was an error in the camera recordings at that specific time, so nothing was saved." He continued, "As for the address for Zane that you gave us, we went there, but the house was completely empty. When we asked, we found out the owner has been in Turkey for several years and hasn't returned. And of course, the phone number was a dead end." I just sat there, stunned, as if the officer was talking about a person who didn't even exist. Officer Majid must have noticed my worry and shock because he said, "Look, this is the number I am calling you from.
Save it. If anything strange happens,